Hi, Lisa. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hey, Tammy. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you all for coming. I see Blue Self-Reliance. Hello, Blue. Heather at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And
Lori's
Lori's
World.
World. Hey, Lori. Scrolling back up here. How's everybody doing? Pull out my notes from last week.
Uh-oh.
How's the water coming? I saw your post, Lisa.
Good until yesterday.
Mm-hmm. It's
I got to get
hard.
back at it. It is hard. It is hard.
Mm-hmm. It
So
is.
I'm working on it.
And Heather, you were going to be cutting back on soda. How's that doing?
While we're waiting on Heather, I'm going to
I
post
got to thinking, and the reason I what we're all trying to do here is really set up some habits. Do you know what I mean? Like
right.
once we get used to it, like they say, once you start drinking water, you actually crave water. Once you get used to not drinking soda and you start drinking other things, then it's just establishing new habits. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly, and hey, Danny, Wicked Awesome Gardening.
Hey there.
Let's see if I have any notes for them.
Heather said she's been drinking more water in its place.
Awesome. Yep.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well water is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have good water.
Suburban Hillbilly, what were you going to do? Did you try anything new with establishing new habits last week?
Were you asking me or Suburban Hillbilly?
Suburban Hillbilly.
Okay.
Or I guess like everybody in the chat could share.
I just tried to do some
Hey,
water.
Kenzie.
Hey. I did pretty good until yesterday.
It's almost like I find it hardest to stick to trying to establish a new habit, a new routine, if you will, when I have a busy day or something is shaken up in my day. That's what makes it kind of hard for me.
Absolutely.
That's when things I fall off of whatever wagon I'm on. Hey, Gail.
Hey, Gail. Absolutely. I think the other thing for me is the weather turned colder.
Uh-huh.
Like we've been having unseasonably warm winter overall.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it got colder and I just, nah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Gail, you were going to start. I just saw your comment there.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
You are not alone. That's why I laugh. I laugh because I was like, well, I've eaten my celery. What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm sitting here drinking hot coffee because my hands are cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's really not that bad.
Awesome. So Danny was going to be watching her soda drinking too.
Nice, Danny.
Here, I'll share this.
Soda intake is down for the last week, but only a bit. Hey, every little bit helps.
That's
She
right.
got a bottle of water with her. And
Good
instead
deal.
of getting takeout, she brought veggies and hummus. That's a great step.
That is. I need to make some hummus. That's been on my to-do list for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, no worries, Suburban Hillbilly. I hope your dog is all right. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my goodness. Good heavens, that poor baby dog. Jeez. Oh gosh, and now she's diabetic. Well, I hope, things get better for her.
So hard.
Danny said, now I've eaten all that and I'm starving.
No kidding. And that usually lasts like when you're doing like when you're doing a change in habits when it goes to eating. One thing that I've learned is like usually the first few days are really hard and then it gets easier as your body adjusts to not having what it used to have.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Let me see. Oops.
So
just having one solid meal and the rest of the day is liquids.
Yep.
You are disciplined. Good job.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. Darn
Mm,
it.
17 and a half. Poor baby.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure she's lived a good full life with you so far. Not that that makes things any better, but
No, no, but you're absolutely
mhm.
right because she's got such a heart, suburban hillbilly.
Mhm. Mhm. I know when we lost ours, we've lost two dog because we've had them for so long and kind of got them
Right.
around the same time, you know. And one of them was almost 18. Hey, sifting some soil. Hey,
Hey there.
Kathleen.
Hey, Kathleen. Doing well, sifting some soil. Hope you're doing well. Lori's World, I drink lots of water, but still spending too much time on my butt. Yeah, I got that problem too.
I do
Well,
too, and it doesn't help that I'm paid for it.
yeah,
That's an
that's different. I'd say yes and no because we did finish the living room finally.
hey, Ark.
Hey, Ark, and now we have another big project that's going to be outside. So
Mhm,
I haven't posted any videos in probably like 5 weeks except shorts,
mhm,
just because this winter has been busier than it usually is. Usually it's a
mhm,
calm time.
mhm.
Um, but I'm
It
hoping to get
has.
out.
You guys have done all sorts of stuff.
I know, and I needed it to be quiet. But anyway,
Mhm,
so anyway, like I was saying, we're getting ready to do some outdoor stuff that was very well needed.
mhm,
Um, so getting projects done. Same here, Kenzie. Same here. Not spending a lot
mhm,
of time on YouTube at all. I watch as much as I can at night, but I'm not on during the day. I'm not on lives just
mhm,
because I found that I couldn't get anything done. It was really interfering with my ability to get stuff done.
mhm.
So,
Yeah,
I've it's been
I have.
really helpful for me and I think healthy for me because I've been
Mhm,
actually doing the things that I need to do.
mhm.
Um,
Yep.
and then Ryan's home more. I know
Mhm,
I don't worry about it, Danny. I'm not worried about it at all. It's funny how your channel grows when you haven't posted. Hey,
mhm.
Huga. But yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that's awesome.
I think
That
it's
is
funny.
that's it's awesome that you're
Yeah.
because it's your previous content that's kind of keeping things rolling,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
means you have good content. Hey, Huga.
Thank you.
Good to see you, CB.
Yeah, it's just, life comes first and
Mhm,
Ryan's home more now, so we're trying to get some things done and
mhm.
we'll be working on fencing in the
Oh,
spring.
dang, Danny.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Mhm. Oh, new fencing. That is so exciting.
Yeah. But we got
Mhm.
to do the
A
current
lot of
project
work.
first.
That is a lot of work.
Well, and we got to prep for the fencing because we have a lot of trees. So a
Mhm,
lot of trees are coming down
mhm.
is the
Oh,
plan
wow.
anyway, because
Mhm.
they have to. It's just they cause too many issues falling on fences and
Mm,
they're too close to
mhm.
the house. They're swaying all
Yeah,
over the place. So
it's
hopefully I'll be
scary.
drinking more water.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So talk about habits.
So, the when habits everything that we're all trying to do, whether Gail with her walking and Lori's world with the water and moving more and Danny with reducing her soda and eating healthy and Blue with the solid food in the morning and then liquid all day and Kathleen, I saw you pop in. You were going to be cutting out ice cream. I have that note. I don't know if there's anything else you were wanting to work on. Um, but I had that written down here. And Heather cutting back on soda, like all of these things that we do, it's not like we just got there overnight. We've all probably been doing what we're doing for a very long time.
I laughed
And
about the ice cream because I had commented on one of Kathleen's videos that I had ice cream that night we had the live. And I don't normally have it.
it made you crave it, huh? You're calcifying your aorta. Hey, I had ice cream in the last week too. And here's the worst part. I didn't even want to eat the dang stuff. Well, I obviously did, or I would not have ate it. But I didn't
Exactly.
want to buy it, right? But my husband, blame that one on him. He wanted ice cream. So what does he get? He gets the kind of ice cream that I like. And I was like, no, don't get that. Get something else. And I couldn't talk him into it. Um, hey there, lazy days ahead, Jesse and Lisa. Good to see you guys. Um, but it's a habit. It's a way of eating. It's a way of going through our day. And I had a meeting today that I made sure I stood up because I'm trying to move more. And my thought is every day I have lots of meetings with my job. And if I can just try to pick one and make sure that I'm standing up, maybe walking in place, doing leg lifts or some kind of something, I'm going to try to do that. But I've been tracking like where is it? Um, I've got a notepad here and you can see all this writing on it because
Yeah.
I was wanting to track first. It started out, I need to track when I took my medicine because, got to make sure. And then I've been tracking my weight, not because of weight loss, but because if I all of a sudden gain 5 pounds in a day, that means that my water retention is getting ridiculous. And so I've been tracking that, but then I started trying to watch like the last time that I eat in the day. Like, so this is my first ditch effort at doing the fasting, the intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, well, first I'm just going to write down what I'm doing. If I can push it off an hour or two
Huh.
or something. So I tracked that, and then I started writing down because I had a headache issue, which means that I'm also having a blood pressure issue. Full transparency here, guys. Um, I was thinking, what did I eat? Like, what did I eat that got me? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And so,
Maybe you didn't do
um,
anything wrong.
I did. Do you know what I
Maybe you
ate?
didn't. Right away, you assume it's you. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's just, it could be hormones. It could be anything,
Could be.
you know?
I
I
guess
think
maybe
that's
let
the
me
thing is
rephrase it. What can I control? Like, right?
well,
Like,
yeah, right. There's the control freak in us, right? We want to control things. But then there's
yes.
also like it's not always our fault. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it just happens. Like I used to get headaches a lot when I was younger
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
they stopped. And now when I get a headache, I stop and think, okay, what's going on that I have a headache? But usually it's because it's very dry, no matter how much water I put on my stove,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, like, am I dehydrated? Is it medication? All of these thoughts go through my mind. But you're so right. You always think, okay, so one of the things I love about you, Lisa, is that you think of these things that I don't think about. And you tend to think about um, stress. How is stress playing a factor? Like the dry air. You think of the things I don't think of. That's one of the things I absolutely love about you because
Well,
you pull
thank
it
you.
together, you
Well, but
know?
here's the thing, like it's not always our fault. It's not always in our control.
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody right away says to me, "Oh, do you have water on your stove?"
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course I have water on my wood pellet stove, but we also
Uh-huh.
have a humidity level of like 20% some days.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
the furniture dries out in the house. The everything dries out because we have such low humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so it's like I can't tell you how many times that like I wake up in the morning and I feel like my throat is sucked together dry
Uh-huh.
because I've been
Oh
sleeping
yeah.
with my mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's no wonder why my head is pounding.
Jesse. This is when you know it's Jesse in the
Yeah,
chat.
exactly, Gail. Exactly.
Uh-huh. Lori's.
Yeah. And like Gail said, she says I'm a stress eater. Yeah. So it's like when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know that you're reaching out for food when you're stressed, it's time to reach out for something else.
Yep.
Get out and walk around your house
Mm-hmm.
a few times before you
Mm-hmm.
reach for something to eat. Because a lot
Yes,
of us do
CB.
that. That's like the American way.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
especially Gen X,
Yeah. Wait,
because
is
we
that
were
which
taught
one
to
we
suck
are
it up.
again, Lisa?
What's that?
We're Gen X, right?
Gen X, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were taught to suck it up.
Oh gosh, isn't that the truth? So yeah, I was reading that book of mine about reversing hypertension, and so I'm on the stress chapter, and
Uh-oh.
it's talking about how people who are really good at expressing their anger, I am not one of, oh, don't get me wrong, I could totally blow up and act ugly just as much as the next person can. It's just my comfort in doing, it's got to be the breaking, I have to be at a
Yeah.
breaking point. Otherwise, I'm going to be, my husband, he hates it if I say, I'm not talking to you anymore. Just because I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to, he's like, I'm just not good at that, right? But according to this book, I am the perfect candidate for having high blood pressure because of that. Whereas, and my husband and I have like, we went to I can recall a moment when we went to a doctor's office together. We had appointments right behind each other, and he was flying off the handle. It was a doctor's appointment in Arizona, and I won't get into the details, but if any of you are in Arizona, you might be able to ponder what I'm talking about. But anyhow, so I'm over here saying, shh, be quiet, like stop that, be nice, and calming him down, right? We get into the doctor's office and hear him, his blood pressure was totally fine. He was just as calm and mellow as he could be. And me, the controlled one, it takes my blood pressure and mine's the one that's all high. And I guess that's part of it too.
Hello, tofu.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Lisa. Um I don't know that I'm ever going to be Arc Wild Man. I might do that. I might very well do that. Wait, ignore all my feelings and hide behind a happy face.
Stuff it way down deep till it
I can do
explodes
that.
or
I
implodes.
can do that pretty darn good. But you always know what to expect from me unless somebody knows me really well. Some people, Lisa's one of them, can be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And it could be like, I don't know, like I think I'm not expressing anything.
And I go, come on.
Yeah, I think, see now, Jesse, that's what I think too. But um I don't think that's necessarily true all of the time for me. I think I really just like, I don't like to feel any negative emotions at all. But but that's
You're not
something.
alone.
Yeah. I'm not alone.
You're
So
not
there's other people
alone.
here that do that.
A lot of people get uncomfortable with intense or
Mhm.
negative emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not fun. I
That's
like
why
to
you
have
don't
fun.
express it because it feels uncomfortable. It's not just
Yeah.
you. Trust me, you are
Yeah.
far from alone.
Awesome. I mean, that's probably not awesome for everybody else, but it makes me feel a lot better. So,
Not helping.
anyways, back to the habit stuff. So everything that we do, including the stuff we're talking about now, with how we work through things, um, is a habit. So it's kind of like we got to start new habits. We've got to try to start some new habits.
Glad that you can realize it,
Mhm.
Kathleen, because
Yeah,
there ain't no fixing anybody.
yeah, that's me too. If I can't fix it, then I struggle with that. You know what I mean?
You
As you can
can't.
tell from this conversation, like I want, I get a headache, and I'm like, what did I do to cause this? This needs.
Okay. So here's the thing, and people are gonna get probably a little angry, but pretty straightforward.
Mm-mm.
If you think you can fix everything, that's ego.
Oh, okay, huh?
You are not. It's not I'm not you're not the center of the universe and responsible for fixing everything.
Yeah,
That's what I was
huh?
told, and it's so true.
There might be some truth to that.
Yeah, good
Um,
job, Kathleen.
or onus of responsibility, feeling like you have to, but maybe that's kind of like an ego thing too. I always
Yeah.
think I'm a person who doesn't have an ego, but you might be right, Lisa. We probably all got a little bit of one that reflects itself in some ways.
Well, it's just like thinking you can control everything. You can't. It's the reality.
Yeah.
That's an ego thing too. You can't control everything.
Now, you know how I know you're speaking some truth right now? Because that's uncomfortable for me. And
I
I'm
love
just being
you.
totally honest.
I'll sandwich it for you. I love you. You're amazing. What an ego. You're the best.
But I think that part of it that I want to be able to I want to be able to control things. That would make me feel better,
You can't.
but you can't. You're right.
And
Such a bummer too.
Huga has a really good point there. Trying to figure out what caused the migraine can just cause more stress.
Oh,
Sometimes you're not going to find out the cause, or that's all
yeah.
there is to it.
Yeah.
There's too
Yeah.
many variables.
Yeah. Yep. I go through a list and I've told myself I need to make a headache box. Like I need to have a headache box where, see, this is me trying to fix things, thinking I could
Yeah.
get right.
Good luck. And
So
then you'll get a
true.
headache and say, "What did I do wrong?"
Yeah, what's missing from my box? My headache
Exactly.
box needs something else.
Yeah. And Jesse's
Mhm.
absolutely right.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Band-aids are helpful sometimes and change
Temporarily
temporarily. So truly so.
for healing.
Yeah. Change does not come with comfort. Very true. Very
That's
true.
true. Very true. I got hair sticking out all over the place.
Oh, if I took my hat off, I would too. Yeah. Headache diary. That's why I was like, so in my little book here where I'm writing everything down, I am thinking I need to start tracking, like I think it came up on the last live, um tracking like how we feel that day,
Yeah.
and movement, like, and it kind of helps because I had a doctor's appointment and the doctor wants me to come back next week and bring like a blood pressure log, and I have this diary. They're going to have more information than they want, but I think it's what I'm already doing, but now that's like reinforced, that habit, right? Because it has to become a habit. So I guess getting to the habit thing, how do we work on establishing habits and reinforcing that? And eventually, we shouldn't have to do all of this, right?
Right.
Eventually, I should be able to just, keep track of and make sure I won't forget to, for me, eat my 4 stalks of celery, um, and
The
for
reality of it is you have
drink water.
to force yourself
Hmm.
to make the change for like, what is it, 3 weeks? And then it becomes a habit.
Is that the time frame? three
I think it's
weeks?
like 21 days or something, but it's like the
Okay.
reality of it is if you don't wanna change, you're not gonna change, and it all goes
Mhm.
back to
Yeah.
what you value
Hey, Robin.
is what you're gonna do, right? So
Mhm.
your actions are gonna be in line with your values, and so if you're looking at losing weight and you don't value it, you're not
Mhm.
gonna do it
Hey,
unless you
Tina.
force yourself really hard.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And then you got to make sure you don't,
Hey, Tina.
don't screw up everything too.
Hey,
But
Robin.
that explains it. Your 3 weeks explains it because typically I could be really good about doing something for about 2.5 weeks. And then I tend to fall off the wagon at that time point. So your
Like
3 weeks
everyone
needs.
else in January.
Mm-hmm.
Like a resolution is not gonna change anything.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You have to commit to making the life change that you wanna make. It doesn't matter when it is,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and you have to make it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I failed at resolutions a lot till I decided I wasn't doing them anymore. From now on,
Yep.
I'm just planning. I'm just going to plan because everything is going to be a work in progress.
Amen, Heather. Amen. But,
Mhm.
that's the thing I used to tell people that I work with all the time was like, clearly I'm overweight and it's because I don't value exercise. Otherwise, I'd be
Mhm.
doing it.
Hey, you know what they say though? They say that you cannot this is what my husband, when I'm trying to eat healthy and he's trying to encourage me to eat something that's not healthy, what I'll remind him of is you cannot out exercise a bad diet. I
Right.
mean, and we're not talking about a cheat day. Like, I don't know. Cheat day is probably okay.
I eat food. I don't eat sweets or anything like that. For the
Mm-hmm.
most part, it is food.
Whole food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
at home food.
Mm-hmm. That's, it's one reason I hate talking about or focusing on like weight loss in general. Because I feel like if we start to incorporate better habits, the weight loss is going to come. Do you know what I mean? It can be a marker of what we're doing. And I feel like the doing the things is really the first step.
Right, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, like, you have to make a resolution, like, "I wanna live longer," or "I want" you which may not be in your control, let's be
Yeah.
real,
Right.
or "I
Mm-hmm.
wanna live a healthier lifestyle." It shouldn't just be on weight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One or two bad days
Exactly.
throw you off course. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, did you, Kathleen?
good for you. No.
I'm one. So my family has been, now not my husband and my kids, but my parents um have always been pretty health focused and not a fun place to be at Thanksgiving. I'll tell you that. Not a fun place. The last time I had Thanksgiving with them, I was like, that's it, you guys. Good grief. Enjoy your dang meal. It's Thanksgiving. Can we not talk about all of this? This
Yeah.
is
Put up
crazy.
Tina's comment.
Okay, hold on.
That's huge.
Yes. Yes. It does, Tina.
It's huge.
And I have this part of me, right, that is thinking, oh my gosh, like this is, if I am setting myself up now for how I'm going to be in my 60s, right, then it's not going to get any easier. It's going to get harder. And I'm feeling like I have to be serious about some changes. And you guys are still going to see me cooking some, I'm making cereal bars. You're going to see that video soon. And not all of them are healthy. Because I still want to live my life. I still want to make the yummy food that the kids and the grandbabies love. I want to enjoy those moments, like the birthday party, Kathleen. Good for you and enjoying the birthday party. I
That's right.
mean, that's what, to me, that's what that's supposed to be about. And I'm not gonna, I don't know. I just want to be healthy. I want to live my life. I don't want to feel too, okay, the word I want to use, Lisa, I don't know what you're going to think of this word, but I don't want to feel broken. And that's
Right.
what I'm worrying about, is feeling like as I get older, in 10 years, I'm going to feel broken and I don't want to feel broken.
Put up Blue's comment because that speaks to that.
Mhm.
So there that right there is the
That makes
mindset
sense.
of, "I'm gonna feel broken if I get healthy. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna enjoy life if I get healthy." There's something wrong there,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, yes. Did you see what Suburban Hillbilly said?
I saw, I was laughing.
As we were reading that with my icon, if you saw me smile. Oh, and then yeah, CB, getting others on
Yep,
board with your new habit.
and Tina said moderation, everything in moderation. That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah. My mother-in-law, she lived to be 80-ish, and she always said she wanted to make sure that she never had to live with someone else, that she could take care of herself, and that was her goal in her life. And that woman could have, at the time, she would come and stay with us for like 3 months at a time. Like,
Yeah.
she lived in Kingman, but she'd come stay at our house for like 3 months, and I loved her having there. I'd give her the keys to the kitchen, and she just was such a blessing to the household when she was there.
Wow.
And she was awesome. She could run circles around me. At the time, I was in college and I was working and homeschooling the girls. It was a lot of crazy stuff going on, like just busy, busy, right? And she did her goal for her life was exactly how her life went.
That's good.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think about that. Oh, that's awesome,
Oh, that
Heather.
is awesome. Her
Mhm.
other comment about making herself start doing like a chore she doesn't want to do, she ends up having fun and keeps thinking it's good exercise.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. All in our attitude too, right?
Oh, yeah. Like that whole
Mhm.
living room thing, we finally finished it Sunday, and, we've gotten smarter about not being the diehards we used to be, you know what I mean? Like, we would be well, I could easily go to midnight, 2 in the
Mhm.
morning doing something, and Ryan's
Yep.
not gonna do that. But we've gotten
Mhm.
smarter as we've gotten older, and we did it, keep working it, knocking it out, a little bit every day, and we got it done, and it feels
Yeah.
really good. It was like a real good, exhaustive, productive feeling.
Yeah. That's awesome. And how you guys do too. You get out there and you just bang it out. I'm more of the, okay, I'm going to do this part today and then I'll do the other part tomorrow.
And that's okay. There's
That's
nothing
my
wrong
that's
with
my
that.
work style with home stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Like feeding cows when it's cold.
same,
Mhm. Yeah, that's
same.
not fun.
Yeah, I just
Mhm.
I don't even think about going out even when it's -47, I don't even think about it. The
Mhm.
only thing I do think about is I gotta wear something,
Uh-huh. All the
but I
layers.
get ready and go out and never do I feel negative about it. Why? Because I value it.
Mhm. Yeah, right?
That's the thing.
So I'm curious from everybody in the chat. Let's see if I'm missing like anything for anyone. Who is there anything you're working on establishing a healthy habit that I could write down and then ask you about next week when you join us? If you'd rather not share, that's okay. We are willing to be your accountability buddies. Because one of the things I want to talk about too is how are we not just how we're doing with establishing these habits and what we're focusing on. And I think some of what we're focusing on, it's so much of the same. Like Lisa was bringing to my attention earlier that I'm not alone in some of the things that the ways that I address things, but um we're all kind of struggling through the same things, like water, moving more, trying not to drink so much soda,
Yep.
um all of those
Eating
things.
healthy
So
snacks, walking.
mhm. Yeah. I'm curious what worked for everybody this past week with making sure that they did that. What's made you better about drinking the water, Lisa?
Well, the accountability here and the conversation we had, but also when we were busy working on project. So,
Mhm.
and it was warmer.
Mhm.
That's always my problem. When it gets colder, I don't wanna drink cold water, but I don't wanna drink warm
Mhm.
water either.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm. Yeah. That can happen sometimes,
Oh,
suburban hillbilly.
absolutely.
I mean, I can have I've had months like that.
Yeah.
And And even some weeks I have the days like that where I have to just say, well, I guess this is just one of those days. I don't know what, if I don't want to, I just don't.
Oh, good for you, Heather.
Hmm. I've been thinking about the weights or something. I mean, because I'm worried about muscle loss
Yeah. In
and I've been
Lori's
feeling
world,
like I'm getting some.
yeah, I do
Oh,
that
I love that.
too.
Hmm.
I do that too. In fact, I have this like weird thing, but I think Lori will get it because she lives in a cold climate. I have this
Hmm.
thing where, right before there's a predicted storm, I will get everything done, right?
Hmm.
Get all the dishes done, get all the laundry done, everything
Hmm.
done. Why? Because
Hmm.
when it does snow,
Hmm.
I want to sit and watch it and crochet or do
Yeah.
a project.
And it's so nice and cozy.
And
Yeah.
the sad part is we have not had that this year.
Yet. Do you think we
Yeah, it's
will?
coming.
Mhm. Different types of greens with some fruit smoothies, and I drank more water, but not enough. That's a
Yep,
good start.
that's a good start. Hey, Twin Brook Acres.
Took years to get rid of soda and sugary drinks. Now to get back to 1 cup of coffee a day. Hey, I can tell you how to do that. Just start drink the coffee like I drink it. Drink chicory root, dandelion root. You could throw in some reishi if you wanted to. I just had to make more because I had done like a small batch, and I even put some Gotu Cola in there, and I put in some red rooibos. Oh my gosh, it tastes so wonderful. But I still, do you know how much I drink of it? I probably had about 5 cups of that this morning. Like, I'll make a pot, I put the tea bag right in there, and I'll drink every darn bit of it. And when it runs out, I'll put more water in there, because I know I could double use that tea bag. So there you go. Just Kathleen, if you get yourself something like that, technically you could drink your 1 cup of real coffee and then drink all the other coffee. And who knows, you might find you like it better.
Yeah, I mean, I have usually 2 cups, but there's a lot of times I don't finish it. Like, this is my 2nd cup from the morning, and I actually
Mm-hmm.
finished it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't, I just can't do any caffeine at all. Even if I drink soda, I have run into issues. Moving is difficult for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to have the floor
Mm-hmm.
pedal thing. They have those really neat treadmills now that you can,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's like a pad, something pad or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Nice. 2,000 steps in each day.
Yep.
Mhm. That's good, Tina. I need to get a little pedometer that I wear if they still sell those. Mhm. Oh, that Lyme disease is nothing nice.
No, not at
Mhm.
all.
Diet Coke is so, so horrible for you.
I know, but I love it too.
Do you? I used to drink
I
it
stopped
too,
drinking
and
all
so did my
diet soda
mom.
because I don't buy soda, but if I do buy one now, I will buy a regular one just
Hi,
because
Twin
I don't
Brookacres.
drink it enough.
Mhm. So my husband's he's watching the live, and he just texted me. I try to get you to walk and go outside for exercise, and you won't. He's calling
I know my
me.
own grandpa. I know it.
It is true. It is
He
true.
is just ratting you out.
He's ratting me out.
Right there,
Oh my,
there's a good man. He's ratting her out,
yeah. Keeping it keeping it on the up and up.
keeping it real with
And it's
mountain grandpa.
true. It's true. He does. He does. And sometimes I go and then, but it's because I want, there's stuff in this house that I want to get done. Do you know what I mean? That's
Do it.
what's keeping me to the house. But then when I find, right? Um, when I go out with him and we go walking, I feel so good when I'm out there.
Do it more often.
I need to do it more often. I need to schedule time for it during the week, I think.
And so,
Especially the nice days, right?
Heather at Milk and Honey wants to know, what is yours this week? Look at her
Oh,
casting her
mine.
eye on you.
She needs to go look for dandelion. Yeah, the dandelion roots. Hold on, let me catch up real quick. Um, so mine was the celery, and I had one day I didn't eat celery, and I could tell you what I ate. It was also the day I that night or the next morning I ended up getting a headache, and I felt like it was food related. I do think sometimes it could be food related, so I think looking at those things is good. But the truth is, like Lisa said, we could absolutely not control it at all. It could be something that we never figure out or understand, including the what are they? Barometric pressure. I think that jacks with me. Changes in barometric, but
Well,
can't do
Timmy,
anything about that.
you work in a scientific field, so you know the
Mhm.
difference between correlation and causation,
Causation. Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
You know, you could
Mm-hmm.
sit there and say, okay, well, X, Y, and Z, they correlate
Mm-hmm.
together, or wow, this could be a coincidence. But the reality of
Mm-hmm.
it is it may not be causation.
Yeah. Yeah. True. So true. So my big one was celery. And I was going to start to drink more water, but I have not tracked my water drinkage. And I feel like that's something I need to focus on more.
Yeah.
Because when I'm drinking that 5 cups of my of my, chicory root, dandelion root, reishi coffee, I'm not drinking water, right? So, even though it's not, maybe that's not bad for me to drink that, but the thing is I need to drink more water. So many YouTube channels for yoga. Okay, that could be right up my alley. I could do that during meetings too.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. All the hand machines. Yes, that's what's really got us.
Yeah.
So Twin Brook Acres, how are you eating?
Very true.
Yes.
All the more reason I should be drinking more water out here because of our low humidity, because it just dries you up. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it
know, you lived
does.
in Arizona.
Yeah. Hey, you could walk in place though, Lori. That's what I did at my meeting this morning. I
Good
walked in
job.
place, and you could do that watching a TV program, or if you watch YouTube on your TV, whatever.
We're giving
Um,
your husband a hard time.
mhm.
Get Mima going.
Yeah, Mima.
Low impact for her.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like, I mean, it's got to do something, right? Like, even if it's not a lot, just the movement.
Yeah.
Wall push-ups and wall leg lifts.
So
Yeah.
here's a good example of value, right? I seriously need to get my tomatoes started. I'm
hmm
more worried about that.
hmm Me too.
I should have started them on the 1st, and I haven't had a chance yet.
Really? How far ahead do tomatoes need to be?
For me, I start them in February because I've done it 2 years in a row and it's worked out well. We actually
Oh,
had
awesome.
blossoms the end of June, which is the earliest we've ever had.
Uh-huh.
Um, so that's what I do. I do early varieties and I start them in February.
hmm hmm
When I start them 6 to 8 weeks out, we don't get good results.
Yeah. Yep.
But
I
I
need
need
the
to I'm more worried about them than I am my water intake. I'm just
hmm
being real.
hmm Yeah. Okay, here's Twin Brook Acres. All natural foods, locally grown. Okay. No chemicals, GMOs, etc. I eat few carbs, eat once or twice a day, 20-hour fast. Holy smokes, that's good. My
I
blood
know,
work used to be
Veronica.
all red. I just saw some of that. Yeah. Now almost all green and no red. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Hey,
See, now
Veronica. Shawcan Ranch.
that sounds like exactly like how the direction I've been trying to move into. And it is, even the eating is a habit for me because I'm inclined to go into the kitchen and cook what I usually cook. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Fried chicken. I love to fry. I'm very much a stovetop cooker. If left to my own devices and I'm not putting any effort forth, it's all going to end up right in that skillet, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been trying to like bake more things. So, the roasted veggies, for example,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, that's a habit too.
Ryan and I talked about last night, we were eating dinner and we actually said that like the past 4 years we've probably eaten the best we've been eating, and that's just because we've been eating stuff we've grown, stuff we've
Organic.
made at home,
hmm
um, all that kind of stuff because we don't, especially with the tourism, right? You're not going to
hmm
get out to these restaurants even though you'd like
hmm
to. I mean, do
hmm
we eat pizza once in a while? Yeah, we do. But I mean, it's just
hmm
the prices are getting insane.
hmm
And, it's crazy. So we eat at home.
Hey, 49 more. Yep, I heard 16 hours was the good fasting time, like 3 times a week at least. I think some people do it daily, but I don't know that I could do it daily. I think for me it's like quitting to eat at a certain time at night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wish I could I was looking at Kathleen's comment, I wish I could eat more eggs. I eating
Mhm.
eggs is hit or miss for me,
Mhm.
whether I'm gonna have severe stomach pain or not.
Oh,
So,
no kidding. Huh.
it's hit or miss. I could have a fried
Mhm.
egg sandwich in the morning, I could have a fried
Mhm.
egg sandwich in the afternoon. I
Mhm.
could do that for 3 days, and then I'll have a fried egg sandwich in the morning, and the pain in my
Mhm.
stomach is just
Hmm.
too much for me, so
Mhm. You know, it's I noticed you said 3 days, and I feel like there's been some times when I've had, like, one of my blood pressure events, it's been a situation where I've ate something 3 days in a row. Like,
right.
you know, instead of so now I've noticed it to the point it happened to me close enough together that I was like, "Dang it." I think the first time I noticed it was this last Thanksgiving because it was the ham. It
Yeah,
was the ham. And I had that ham the 3rd day, and I was like, "Crap, the ham did it." Like, that's why I'm in this shape. It's the ham did it.
yeah,
I know, back to what you said earlier, but still, it was pretty confident it was the ham. And
yeah,
then it happened to me again with something else, and it was the 3rd day in a row. Like, my body's like, "Okay, we can do this. We can yeah, enjoy yourself. We're good." And then 2nd day, they're like, "Oh, man, you have to throw this at us again." And then the 3rd day, my body's like, "What have you done? This is too much." So, I feel like, yeah, that 3 days in a row.
yeah, and I just gave that as an example. It's not the bread, it's the eggs
Mhm,
because, like, I
mhm,
tried just having I was trying to just give the example that, like, it's hit or miss that I could eat an
mhm.
egg and be fine, or I can eat an egg and be sick. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily the 3 days in a row,
Mhm.
but it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have to be a fried egg sandwich either. I try to eat it as a
Uh-huh.
fried egg sandwich because when I eat the egg alone, I tend to have more
Mhm.
problems.
Huh.
I get
Did Did you see this? That's awesome. Twin
that's
Brook Acres,
awesome.
good
Good
for you.
job.
And I appreciate you sharing your age too, because you always wonder, because
Happy
it's harder
birthday.
in your 50s and 60s.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, so I have no problem, Blue, not eating I don't eat 3 or 4 eggs a week. I don't
I think he means went from 190 to over 110. Holy cow, that's so painful. To
yeah.
135 over 80. I've heard a lot of people are egg sensitive, Lisa. I've heard that's a thing.
Well, Broke Cowgirl was saying, and I forget if I got it right or if I have
Mm.
it wrong. Give me a minute. I think it's the egg white that causes it. I don't know. I screwed it up because I
You
can't
think?
remember.
Could be egg. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking maybe it's the egg yolk because they sell the egg whites in containers because that's supposed to be the healthiest part.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know either.
But anyway, it's been off and on throughout my life, and
Mhm.
it's always been that way, and it doesn't matter if it's farm or farm fresh or store bought.
Mhm. Yeah. All
Like,
right.
I
So
would
we've
love to just fry up an egg and eat it or have a poached
yeah.
egg, and
Mhm. Dang it.
I know it.
Hey Don, good to see
Hey,
you.
Don.
So, um for the week coming ahead,
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to try to drink more water too. I'm going to add that to my list and I'm going to try to track how much I'm drinking. Just to stay on. I've got to write it down, which is not hard for me because, we all discussed I'm sitting a lot during the day while I work. So I
Right.
can have my little notepad right next to me, but um I'm going to try to work on the water and the movement. I'm going to start at least writing it down to get, tracking.
I don't know that I'm gonna write mine down, but I will definitely do the, um, water and movement.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm kinda cheating, I'll admit, because we have a project outside we have to do,
Oh, there you
but
go.
I'm
Hey,
working with it.
opportunity. See, Robin has the thing too with her
Yeah.
stomach and the eggs. Mhm. I need to get some quinoa because I actually want
Ooh,
to try to cook with that.
sorry, that's our 5 minutes to the end of the live alarm.
Anybody have any questions for us or
And Robin
Tennessee,
nailed
you
it
can
because
do
that's
it.
exactly what it is it's painful.
Mhm. I think I've got, Hoga, is she still here? I don't know if she's still here or not, but I don't have anything written down for her
Yeah, I
for
have an
review.
alarm, Gail, because Tammy's got a meeting she has to be done at 5 of the hour, and I've
Mhm.
been slacking a couple weeks. So I set an
Thank
alarm.
you, Lisa.
No problem. I'm looking
Yep,
at my
even in
lovely hair
short
here.
spurts several times a day. Yeah, and
Absolutely.
if I have a 30-minute meeting or an hour meeting, I can really like check the time and try to gauge, am I up and moving? Can I at least stand up? Like, it's the small stuff, guys. Got to
You
recognize the
too,
small stuff.
Rebecca, Suburban Hillbilly. Hope everything goes well with your dog.
Yeah, Suburban Hillbilly will be thinking about you. The gluten in the bread. Mhm. Yeah, and we're all unique. All of our bodies are unique, so everything
Hey,
kind
Vineyard
of hits
Chicks.
us differently. Hey, Vineyard Chicks, I'm gonna email you back. I'm looking at my calendar today.
Yeah, I had to bail. I was feeling overwhelmed. So check out the Vineyard Chicks. They've got a survival seed collaboration going.
Mhm.
Um, check out Shawcan Ranch. I know she's getting close to her goals. Life in the Piedmont, Milk and Honey, all you guys here.
Mhm.
Tammy needs some watching,
Watch
and
hours.
a homesteading hustle. I'm sure I missed people, but I'm just trying to throw it out
Yeah.
there.
Shawcan Ranch, how close are you guys? How many watch hours are you needing?
It's my understanding she's real close. I don't know if she's still here.
Mhm. Yep, and here's the hashtag Survival Seeds 2024. The giveaway is going to be on Lazy Days Ahead channel.
Welcome, Tina. Blue's doing a video also.
Mhm.
Hey, our new land.
Hey, our new land. All righty. I guess we could go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank
And
you. Hey,
oh, hey,
Christine.
Christine. Let's see. I had Christine down for
No, did you see what she
targeting
said?
exercise. Oh, yay!
Good job.
That is awesome. Good for
Ver-
you. Keep it up and you let us know next week how it's coming along. And
No
you've kind of
worries.
motivated me because I'm I'm not targeting anything, but I'm feeling like I definitely need to get some movement in, and you mentioning it crossed my mind, and I don't know, that's one of the reasons I love this live is because I feel so encouraged and motivated by everybody here. It's just
Yes, agreed.
it keeps me on track, and I know I'm going to have to speak to it. Oh,
Agreed. You're welcome, Veronica.
it's killing me.
So yeah, check everybody out. Some
Mhm.
channels need hours, some don't. I'm just throwing it out there for folks.
So how do you say it again, Lisa?
Can. It's Veronica.
Shawcan. So Shawcan Veronica needs 70 subs, is what it looks
And
like.
under 1,000 watch hours.
Hmm. Means going to the department, walking the aisles.
All right, see you, Christine.
That is funny. Have a great day, Christine. Thanks for popping by.
All right, you want to get going?
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Good luck with your goals for this week. And come back and let us know how things are doing for you next week. We'll
Have a
see
great
you
week.
then. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.